Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Hybrid Movies episode 45. I'm your host, Nick, and as always, I'm joined by Luke.
Hey guys, how's it going?
And James. So, a lot of big news is dropping around Hollywood, but the thing that everyone's talking about is the Disney acquisition of Fox's assets. So, notably, their film studio, TV production studio, a bunch of other regional sports networks, stake in Hulu, Sky, I think, which is like a European, like it's in India and I think UK TV. Yeah. So this is big because I don't think really nothing like this has ever happened in the history of movies. You know, another studio absorbing something like this. It's going to be weird to see how everything kind of transitions and shakes out over the next like year and a half, which is the transitionary period, because there's just so many questions, so many things up in the air. Like what of Fox's library is Disney going to do with? You know, there's movies too that Fox has in their back library too, like Night at the Museum or things like that people aren't really talking about. Now Disney owns that, so it's like maybe that'll get rebooted or something, you know.
Night at Disneyland.
Yeah, there you go. There's a sequel right there. Yeah. But then there's other controversial things that are joining the Disney library, like, for instance, The Simpsons, Family Guy, Alien, Predator, things like that, which is like...
Well, Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, how do those things work at Disney now? Like, where do those fit in at Disney? Will they actually use those properties, or are they just going to go on ice? And it's like...
I think that they've said that they're getting like their own studio or something, like on the Disney lot. So I mean, I feel like they'll get made and they'll largely be kind of like separate from Disney sort of executive choices and everything. It'll be kind of like, I guess, Marvel Studios in a way. They'll have like their own lot for all the Fox acquisition stuff.
Okay, so there you go with that.
I mean, they might throw out some stupid ideas, like they might actually save Alien from Ridley now, but...
Yes.
We'll see.
Yes.
Or they'll just let him actually make his Android movie, and we can get something with, like... I have to wonder if the Neil Blomkamp thing is, like, too far gone, like it's not even
sellable that's done.
Anymore. Yeah.
So...
Damn.
Yeah.
But what I was going to think, too, is... I mean, Disney getting Fox, that also means they have Avatar, which is, you know, the biggest franchise ever. So that's something that you could easily see them being like, oh, we'd love to get our hands on this. You know, Avatar making another $2 billion on top of whatever else they get.
Yeah, I mean, works out well for them because I think Avatar has like a theme park thing in Disney World or something, huh?
Yeah.
Yep, they do.
Yeah, so I guess that works out pretty well for them now. Well, now we'll get an Alien and Predator land.
Yes. Well, you know, it's funny actually.
You got to walk through the derelict and the Nostromo.
It's funny, they used to have a Nostromo ride at Disneyland back in the day. James, what are your thoughts on this whole acquisition finally being announced? Like, it's official. Like, all these properties going to Disney.
Oh man, that company is a monster. I probably want to be a bit cautious about how things might go as far as like the properties that have been acquired. I think I want to maybe stave off my excitement just a little bit, even though that I think there is a lot of good that can come out from this acquisition. I think for me personally, like, I'd like to see the unaltered trilogy re-released of Star Wars.
There was just something I do want to point out. James Mangold on Twitter was talking like, I'm just very scared, like, a further scarcity of like non-comic book adaptations or sequels, and it just got me thinking, because we're already there right now. Like, all the original stuff is on Netflix and Hulu and crap. Like, I don't see how it can get much worse.
Well, really, Disney, if you look at their release slate and stuff, they've completely
They're going to dominate like a huge
they double
part
down
of the
on
year.
Franchises. They don't do any pedigree movies that try to win awards or anything.
Well,
I mean, I would assume like Pixar is like the only one that's...
Yeah.
Well, I was about to say, I think their animated stuff, those are still like the really original material that they'll...
I would go further to say that I think Pixar is the one that's like actually trying to still do original stuff, even if it's like animated Like, I mean, especially since it's animated or whatever. Like, all the Disney animation stuff, like Tangled and Frozen, I'm not so sure, but...
Dude, Frozen's good. What movies of Fox would you like to see get kind of reinvented at Disney, Luke?
I want to see a Disney princess movie with the xenomorph queen going off to find herself.
Yeah. The origin.
That would be pretty nice. What if Pixar did an animated Aliens movie?
Yeah.
Nick, what if they did the fucking alien war thing between the black and the red xenomorphs as an animated movie?
I'm surprised I'm surprised they never really done anything with either of the franchises in animation. Like, even if it was adult animation, really.
Yeah. I mean, I'm talking about like a Pixar Disney princess kind of thing, but I would be interested if they maybe looked to more of the original Dark Horse comics and started doing stuff based on that. But I guess we'll have to see. Really.
Yeah. Okay, James. What has you most excited about this deal, and what movies do you want to see get brought over?
I'd be willing to give Fantastic Four another chance because I was really burned with the last Fan Four stick.
I assume that's not going to happen for a while. I'm assuming they're going to introduce him in other people's movies first.
Probably. Yeah, it's hard to say. I wonder if they'll think about making like another Simpsons movie. Now that they have the Simpsons,
live action.
Not with the writers they have now.
How about a Family Guy movie?
No.
Yes.
Bob's Burgers.
I would be fine with Bob's Burgers movie.
You know what could happen now actually is you know how Family Guy was doing these Star Wars spoofs, but they couldn't. They had to stop because Disney bought Star Wars.
Yeah, they can.
Right. Yeah.
Now they can finally do the Return of the Jedi one.
Yeah, they can do the prequel movies now. They already did Return of the Jedi.
Oh, they did. Oh, yeah, they did.
They did all the original trilogy.
Yeah, so now they can do the other ones though. Now finally,
they can do the prequels. Yeah, I'm sure that they'll love doing that.
And the only show they can't do Star Wars parodies now is Robot Chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.